Good morning. Joining in today our live video, Marketing Hacks with myself, Sean Bhakta from REMAX, and my good friend, the expert in marketing from Onset Media, Ray Torres.
Hey
So,
guys,
Ray,
good morning. Sorry.
welcome. We are talking today about measuring the marketing efforts. We do marketing, different platforms. Now we need to know which one is working and which one is not working. And that is very important because you don't want to keep on spending money on something and it's not giving you the result, what we want. So we have to measuring, like a Peter Drucker say, what get measured, get improved. So what we measure, it always get improved. So we have to measure our efforts, our results, okay? Ray,
Good point.
Without further ado, so let's talk about, tell me something about what is this all about, the measurement and, how do we measure and all the stuff?
Absolutely. So thanks for having me again, man. I appreciate it. I'm enjoying this a lot. This great conversations. One of the things that I get all the time as a marketing person, right, is like, how do I know that I'm getting people seeing what I'm doing, seeing the efforts, all the stuff that I'm doing for email marketing or for Google My Business or for anything to do with anything marketing? How do I know it's working outside of getting a phone call, right? Yep. So one of the things that's measured is measurable all the time. And this is something, if you don't have, you better call your developer right now and says, hey, get me this. This is this tool. This tool is called Google Analytics. It's a phenomenal tool. It's used throughout the the website worlds to make sure we can measure our results. And what we're going to do, I have an account here that I'm going to be pulling up in a minute, and it's going to show us an idea of what's happening versus what's not happening. So, and again, I made some adjustments with the numbers so you guys can see, so I don't have to show the customer's information, but just so you have an idea. And it's great details to see whenever you actually adding any funds to marketing. And even when I say marketing, I'm also referring to this thing that I think we've heard about called Google Ads. Mm-hmm. As well as Facebook ads, even Yelp ads, all that stuff where you can actually measure to see, hey, guess what? I am getting people that's coming, but I'm not closing out any leads. So then that's where the marketer will come and look at a different strategy along with that strategy. Because if you're not getting the clients, why aren't you getting those clients? So if I may, Sean, is it okay if I start sharing my screen?
Of course, yeah. Start.
Awesome. Sharing. So I'm going to take you guys to a website, right? And it's I hope you can see it. You see that okay?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Perfect. All right. Awesome. So I'm showing you this site over here. This is called Google Analytics. So what the analytics is, what this is pretty much, this is where you come in and you make adjustments to make sure that you can add these items to your website to see what's happening, what's been happening. And again, as you can see, according to this information here, depending on the date frame you choose, you can choose between a month, a day, a week, 2 weeks, all those things. This is basically a week for this client right here. So we have about 605 users. And again, it's 695 sessions. What's the difference? Well, users, according to Google, an IP address is identifying as a unique users that are coming to the site, which is great. Which is good for a week, a week's time. So these are the kind of things we want to be able to do. And as I continue to scroll down on this, again, this is called analytics.google.com. A lot of great information. All this information is based off, as you can see, for the last 7 days, this is what we're getting. Again, showing exactly how are we acquiring, what traffic channel, how is it happening? And we're going to dig a little deeper to see how, what, and where. When I say how, what, and where, let's say, for example, where. What country is this from? Again, according to this, the leads for this given time frame, which is 7 days, is showing a good average from United States. I guess we got some Spanish or some people from China, we don't know, on this site overall. Then you look at the other thing, says the users by time of day. So this actually shows us, and this is, again, guys, you need to call and say, I need this tool. We're getting the times that people are actually doing the searches for this category that's landing on your website. So, again, and everything it basically is written out here and shows you. And again, every color is coded on whatever the category is. And over here, as you can see, you have organic search, direct search, referral search, social, and other. And we'll go in that in 2 seconds, okay?
Yeah. So Ray, just come to that. Those little boxes on the right. Yeah. So what I see here that from 10 p.m. night to 6 a.m. in the morning, there's not much activity. Did you see
Correct.
that? So
that's exactly right.
So why I'm going to spend money on those? And maybe those are the one from another country, or they're not going to even buy from us. So I think so that's very, very good. So
I'm glad you bring up that point, because this is our time code, our US code here for this client here, which is located in Florida.
Right.
So again, realize that the people are normally sleeping at those hours, so you have people searching less.
Right.
So again, all based on your category. If you sell products, if you sell items across the country on an e-commerce website, guess what? You should be a consistency of how many people are going to your website at a certain time. If you're running ads and the ads will show how often they're coming, so now you can optimize towards those ads. So you're not spending on unnecessary time, or you're not getting leads. Again, this is part of your strategy with your marketing person. Again, I know this is getting a little long. I'm trying not to make it long, but I'm just trying to give you guys a good indication of what we're looking at. And as you can see here, this is showing on what pages are people visiting us as well. So again, just think about it. This is showing us what pages are being seen by people out there. So, and I have one more trick, or one more thing up my sleeves. As you can see, there's options here on the side, and these options give us a plethora of so many more options here. And again, basing on what you want to find out, and you can have this thing overview, all traffic, Google Ads, Search Console, and social. I mean, it has so much more of a meaning, and it'll be too long to get into it. But as we're going to go into that all traffic tab, and we're going to look at something called the source medium, and it'll show us exactly where these people are coming from. You have your Google organic. What does that mean? That means when someone that goes online and does a search for your particular location, guess what? The search algorithm is providing a you as a result, which is great, right? This is what it's showing. What does direct mean? Direct means is the fact that someone has actually literally typed in your information to arrive to your location on the website, on the web. So, and again, it's a direct search, and Google has a hard time telling you where it came from. It could be from various sites or directories. And then you have also, you can see Bing is there, which is organic, which is Yahoo as well. You have Yahoo, you have Yelp, DuckDuckGo. We all know DuckDuckGo. Baidu is another search engine out of the country. So these are literally a good indication of what's working versus not. This customer does not have Facebook, again, so you won't see any leads from Facebook. But if we did, guess what? We would know, we would see it. Does not have Instagram, because we would see it. So think about that. You tell me if I'm crazy, but I think this tool alone is amazing, because it gives you all the data that you want to know to say, man, all the work I'm doing, is it actually working? This will be able to tell you immediately after some time has passed to see if your marketing efforts are working. Let me just remind one thing. Marketing does not happen overnight. It takes time to build and grow your audience and create your audience. And I think at one point we're going to talk about creating an audience. So I hope this information is good, and I hope it wasn't a little bit too much, Shawn. I'm just trying to be able to kind of provide it at a high level.
The point is, just to know through the analytics which is working and what is not working. Now, what happens here, this is the way with the same marketing budget, we can actually multiply our business, because then something is not really giving result, then we don't have the ROI, what we call return on investment. We got to stop them, and then which one is giving the more ROI, let's spend money over there on that.
Right.
So for sure, this is very, very good for any business.
Good, good, good. And I just want to make note that I'm adding this analytics. It's, I mean, if you maybe you, I mean, it's not really hard. It's not very difficult. It's not very easy, but it's not very hard as well, depending on your level of confidence in the back end. Something that we can provide and help you guys out with if necessary. Just let us know so we can put it. And again, there are some limitations on where it could be put. It is a Google tool, and just to remind you guys, this is a free tool. The only cost that you would may inquire is having it installed and managing to your levels and to your account, so you can always see these alerts coming up.
So that tool has to be embedded in the website. Is that
absolutely? Yes, it does.
Okay.
To be able to capture all the information.
So again, my same thing. Reach out to Ray, because he has tons of knowledge, especially on Google. Ray, like you do so many things on Google. Like same thing, we do real estate every single day, 24/7. And you are on Google and Facebook and main social media, and then especially Google and YouTube. So definitely, I'll tell my friend, reach out to Ray if you have any question. He'll definitely help you on that. Yeah. So I love it. This is a tool I believe everyone should know about.
Yeah, you know the weird part is that the fact that when people, let's say people, I know Facebook is such a huge giant, especially for real estate as well, right?
Yeah.
Or Zillow, all these other different companies. These guys use something similar to analytics to make sure they can capture the information and provide you. Google My Business provides you a report at the end of the month, says, hey, guess how many people visited your site or visited your profile? Mm-hmm. This is the same exact concept, but again, the difference is you want people to come to your site, to look at your listings, to look at the information or whatever have you, which is the goal of the website, right? To be able to bring people on board. So
also, through this, we know like which particular ad is working and which particular ad is not working.
Yes, exactly.
Sometimes, some particular headline gives like a huge hit and some headline does not. So this is crazy. Good. And this is great.
I'm glad you enjoyed it. Okay, awesome.
Thanks, Ray. Thanks for this information. And I know for sure, it's going to help everyone who is, watching this video right now.
Yes.
So thank you, Ray, for again, for coming in and sharing that information.
Pleasure.
So my friend, thanks again for watching this video. We're going to catch you next week, Thursday at 11 o'clock, another episode of